What if I told you that while every animal in the forest was running for their lives, one slow turtle survived by doing something absolutely genius? Haha, sounds crazy, right? Stick with me, because this story might change how you handle chaos, pressure, and life itself. So, deep in an old forest, covered in fog and quiet mornings, there lived a small turtle named Taro. He wasn't special, not fast, not flashy, just steady. While rabbits bragged about their speed and eagles showed off their wings, Taro took life slow, one step at a time. Other animals barely noticed him. Some even felt sorry for him. But Taro carried something none of them had: patience, awareness, and a calm mind. And that tiny thing would soon save his life. Every morning, Taro watched the forest wake up. Rabbits darted like rockets. Squirrels jumped between trees, like they were late for something important. Birds argued about who had the best spot in the sky. Everyone was rushing, always chasing, always running toward tomorrow. But not Taro. He noticed everything: the wind, the smell of the leaves, the way light moved through the trees. And when life got too loud, he'd tuck inside his shell, peaceful, protected, not lonely, just calm. Then, one afternoon, everything changed. Ha! The air felt heavy. The sky turned dark. The kind of dark that tells you, yo, something bad's coming. Taro looked up and saw massive clouds rolling in. A storm was brewing. Not your average rainstorm, the kind that flips your world upside down. The forest panicked. Birds screamed and flew to the tallest trees. Squirrels dove into hollow logs, shoving each other to fit inside. Deer bolted in every direction, totally freaking out. But Taro didn't panic. He remembered something. A few months back, while wandering alone, he'd found a small cave under an ancient oak. Hidden, safe, quiet. Ha! While everyone else had been rushing through life, Taro had been observing and preparing, without even realizing it. Now, as thunder rolled through the forest, he moved with quiet focus. No rushing, no panic, just calm steps through the chaos. He reached the cave, looked back once at the panicking forest, then slipped inside as the first drops hit the ground. And then, the storm hit. The wind howled like a monster. Trees snapped like matchsticks. Rain slammed the earth until it turned into mud. The sky roared. The ground shook. The birds' nests in the high trees got ripped apart. The squirrels' logs filled with water. The deer ran until they collapsed, trapped in the storm they couldn't outrun. But inside his cave, Taro stayed still. He heard the forest scream, but he didn't move. He trusted his preparation. Hours passed, maybe more. Then, silence. When Taro came out, the forest he knew was gone. Trees lay broken. The ground was wrecked. The air smelled like wet earth and loss. One by one, the animals returned. Birds with torn feathers, squirrels soaked and shaking, deer limping, lost and scared. They had survived, but barely. And when they saw Taro walking out, calm and unharmed, something changed. He didn't brag. He didn't say, "Told you so." He started helping. He gave the birds strong branches to rebuild. He showed squirrels where to find dry acorns. He guided the deer back to familiar paths. The animals watched him quietly. This slow, quiet turtle had survived what almost killed them. That night, they gathered around him under the old oak. "How did you know?" a young bird asked. Taro looked around at the broken forest and said softly, "A storm comes for everyone. It doesn't care how fast you run or how high you fly. The storm hits all of us the same." He paused. "What matters isn't your speed. It's your preparation, your patience, your calm when everything falls apart." The forest went quiet. They listened, really listened. "I'm slow," Taro said. "I can't escape danger. So I learned to be ready for it. I watch, I plan, I prepare. That's what saved me." And right there, everything clicked for them. The birds realized they'd built for beauty, not safety. The squirrels saw they'd gathered for today, not tomorrow. The deer understood they'd been running without direction. From that day, the forest changed. Birds built stronger nests, squirrels stored wisely, deer moved with intention, and Taro, the turtle everyone used to overlook, became the wisest soul in the forest. Not because he was fast, not because he was loud, but because he understood something most of us forget. Life's storms don't care how quick you are. They only reward those who prepare before the first cloud appears. So slow down, be patient, prepare before the storm hits, because sometimes moving slower is what helps you survive. If this story hits you in the heart, share it with someone who's always rushing through life. And type this in the comments right now. I choose patience. Subscribe for more stories like this one, stories that make you think, slow down, and live better.